my house? What's happened to my house? Why is it on fire? Oh my goodness, is my dog okay? Puppy? Oh, thank goodness, you're fine, you're over here. What happened to my house? It's all burned down. Oh my goodness. Team Shimmer, you will pay for this. Welcome back, fellow builders, to the Battlecraft SMP. I'm Callie, and I have been super busy between episodes working to build up all of these wonderful custom palm trees around my new base. Today we're going to get to work on the interior of our build and even get a few create contraptions to work, which are going to become super helpful in getting back at Team Shimmer. So to start off on our create contraption building, we are going to be kind of turning this area into almost like a workshop. If we need to, I'll expand down into a basement. And we also have to do a little bit of work at kind of finishing decorating down here. And of course, we need a way to get into all of the other towers because currently we are not utilizing them whatsoever. So maybe let's actually start with that one first. I think what I would like to do is to make a doorway here to this first tower. And then for the next building, I actually don't think I want to go through this wall. I think what I would like to do is go through here. Let's just close that one up. And I think I want to make a doorway this direction. Now, this is an even block, so we kind of need to do the doorway just 2 wide. And then I think we can come in here. Like, this is a little off center on that side, but I think that's okay. I think that's gonna be good. Let me find a bunch of this wood and get these floors put in. Floors have been finished. I guess it's time to figure out this roof. Now, I don't like the walls as they are here. I really like this with the spruce outline, but we need to figure out something with the walls because having the way that they are inside here, it just looks weird, okay? It just looks really weird. Let me try a couple of things. If we were to take our spruce logs, we could do something like that, but we definitely need to shift out the roofs. Okay, not sure yet. Nope. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I like this. I think I need to do a little bit more before I fully commit to it. I was just looking on the outside if there's anything I can do, but there's not really much I can do here. Although I guess once we put down these blocks, it will look the same. If we take a step back, I like the mangrove. I will say that. I do think the mangrove looks really nice. I'm not sure I like the spruce on the inside, and I don't know if that's because of the roof. Okay, roof stays. I think that will look really nice all the way across. I don't like this wall. I really, really hate that wall. And I gotta figure out what we're gonna do about covering it. There's some fixing I gotta do, but just know this, that roof back there, that's gonna stay. Oh my goodness, do you see what I see? There's a shiny Weedle. Oh yes, please, this is one guy I do not have. Little fella, you gotta come be friends with me. Yay, we got ourselves a shiny Weedle. Now, I do have a shiny Beedrill, but you know what? I am going to just keep this shiny Weedle as is. Guys, there's another shiny. You're this way. Let me go up. Oh my goodness, shiny Oddish. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, this one I definitely do not have yet. And 2 shinies today. I'm so excited. Yes, first ball. I think it's time for a little bit of a progress update. So I have been hard at work in our interior here, and guys, would you look at what I've done? It is looking so beautiful. I love the red roof. I think the mangrove works really well on the roof. We've got some flavolite lanterns, which actually work not bad. I think the only ones that I don't love placements are these ones right here. And that's because of the spruce wood, but I couldn't figure out what to do with the spruce wood, so it's currently there. If you have any ideas, definitely let me know. But we do have some copycat panels here to kind of give it the vibe of having wallpaper on the walls, and I really love it. I really love how this kind of came together, and the design, oh my goodness, it really makes this place feel a whole lot more expensive to be living in. And we got that all the way along this wall. So actually putting in contraptions and the like here, it'll be interesting to see how we can have them interact with the walls. We might take away some of the copycat panels and just place the contraptions right up against the wall, or we might give a space. I don't really know. Here at the back, I decided to separate it off so that we had just one large room here. This room is just a small space. We'll probably put some type of create contraption in there and just make this whole room being that. Now this is all the actual wood, so none of this is copycat panels, so we can put things right up against the wall here. And then over in this one, we have the space so that we can actually get up to our second and third floors. So most of this is just going to be walkthrough. I have no idea if we'll put anything else up except for maybe a few decorations. And then we have another room right here that's a walkthrough into our first tower. Now, of course, I did not do any of the thing with the walls here. I'm not entirely sure what we will do, because if we did put a second layer here like we have over in these rooms, well, it's going to drop it down to like 3 wide, which I'm not entirely sure that I want unless we do the copycat panel thing. So yeah, we got to think about that one. Not entirely sure yet, but so far what we got going on is looking gorgeous. But I do think it is time to take a little bit of break from interior design and get to work on some of the create contraptions, which means we're going to need a little bit of power to them. I think probably the easiest is going to be water wheels. So I should see if I have any create items. I think I had a backpack full of them once at one point, and I should just see. So I have found my Ocelot Travels backpack, which does have a whole bunch of create stuff. Now, this is very random, and there's not really a whole lot of anything here. You know, we got one water wheel, one mechanical belt, I don't know, sticky pistons, some andesite casings. I mean, we do have our wrench, which is really good, and we are going to need our engineer's goggles, so we can put both of those on. We got a large cog wheel, some shafts. Oh my goodness. Oh, and look at that, a healing machine. Aha, this is one of the contraband healing machines I didn't even know that I had. There we go. Now at least we look like we're ready to get creating. Step 1 to any create contraption is you need power. So what if we broke out maybe part of the wall here and made a lean-to? Then we could potentially hide our water wheel inside of it and still power all of my create contraptions. I think we just break out these lovely place copycat panels, and then let's see what we can't do about making ourselves a little bit of a lean-to here. Okay, actually, yes, I do like that. It kind of looks cool having it growing around that tree, or having the tree growing inside of it. Next up, we need our water wheels, and I have one. I have one water wheel, which is not going to be helpful to us, so let's see. Water wheel. Ooh, you can do large water wheels and regular water wheels. That is huge. That like takes up this whole space. Now that we have our power going, it is time to build a farm, and I'm not going to do it on camera. I don't really know what I'm doing, so I'm going to build it, and since I'm going to be following a tutorial, I'll try and explain it after I'm done. Oh boy. Okay. I have spent way longer than I care to admit on this project, but I ended up following a tutorial by Tyra Lore on an andesite alloy contraption. It's a basic farm, you know, we always use andesite alloy in so many of the create contraptions, create things. So I decided to go and make this just to kind of learn a little bit more about the create mod and figure stuff out. The rotation here was something that was a little different. The only thing I changed with Tyra's farm design is I used the water wheels here in the back instead of a windmill, but you know what? It works. It does work. Everything seems to be functioning. The last couple of things we need to do is make this into a cobble generator, and then we have to do some filtering down here. So let me get to that and we'll come back and see if this is actually going to work for us. Okay guys, I think I have it fixed and ready to go here. I just put the lava up in the top. Now, of course, my base is very much wood, and we don't have fire tick turned on. So as long as nobody decides to turn fire tick on, all of the lava that I currently have sitting amongst all the wood should be fine and we won't have a house burn down, right? We are ready to test this lovely thing. We just have to add back in this, which means we should start getting cobble being made, put into these lovely millstones, which should then drop down and create gravel. Look at that, embrace the grind, which the gravel then goes inside of our andesite generator. And once things come out of the andesite generator, we should get iron nuggets in here. Should. Fingers crossed. Okay, we got some stirring going on over here. We just got ourselves our first andesite alloy, and I forgot to put in my funnels. These guys. I don't think I had any more. But yeah, we just need to put this, and automatically we should have just gotten our first andesite alloy in there. Oh my goodness, it works. I'm getting there. I'm learning create farm stuff. So now that we have our lovely andesite alloy farm all wonderfully working, and it's been running for a bit, gathering us some alloy as well as some gravel, it's time to put together a couple of the basic create contraptions. So I want to make sure that I have an area where I can like press iron sheets or brass sheets. We should get a blaze burner situated, maybe even a small smelter and just a mixer if I need to mix anything on its own. And I think we're gonna use this back room. Okay, I have grabbed a couple of the things that we're gonna need. So I have a mechanical press, some depots, a mechanical saw, mechanical mixer, and a couple of basins. The only blaze burner I have is back at spawn. So maybe we'll go be brave and see if we can't grab another blaze burner, and then I don't have to go back to spawn. That is our nether fortress right there. So let's just do a little fly. See if we can't see a blaze burner somewhere around here. I mean, I guess we can just click on the blazes themselves, right? I think so. Perfect, let's get out of here. Now that we have our blaze burners, I think I'm going to spend a little time playing around with the system and setting it up how I want, and I'll bring you guys back when I am done. So I think I have this room in a way that will function well for me. So we have our mechanical press here at the end with a depot underneath whenever we need to press anything. This is an empty spot that we could steal power from if we needed to. We have our mechanical mixer that is not rotating with enough speed. So we will have to fix this. I didn't even notice that when I looked at it. But anyways, so we have the mechanical mixer sitting here, and then we have our millstone sitting right here with the mechanical saw beside it, which then leads into our either washing machine or smelting machine. It'll just depend if I put a bucket of water there or a bucket of lava. So a very simple setup, but if I ever need any of these things individually, I think it will work super well. The only one that I don't love is this one, because once this thing is running, it does hurt if you stand on top of it, and I'm bound to stand on top of it at some point. So we might decide a different place to put it. But since this is not rotating with enough speed, we're going to have to speed this up a little bit. And I think by adding in more cogwheels, you can do a little bit better of an increase in speed. I also wonder if I can't, since I'm using the speed from the speed controller, if we can't just increase this a little bit without causing too much stress. I don't know. We're gonna have to play around with this a little bit because I wasn't realizing that that was a problem. Okay, I have made a few changes and I finally think this is working out properly. So I added in a large cogwheel here and then a smaller cogwheel to speed this process up so that we had some more power coming in this direction. And again, there's another large cogwheel back there, another one here, and a small one here. So now we have 512 SU. For our press, for the mill, it's 256. And for the mixer, it's also 256. We got the sawmill at 256 and 128 for our smelter or washer, whichever we need it to be. But I think this should work. I know there's an empty space here that there is nothing, but hey, I don't think that's overly matters, and I think this is all functional. But I do think we're gonna call it here for today. While none of these actually gave us the resources we're gonna need for our little prank against Team Shimmer, it does get us in a better position to create some of the things that we are going to need for our prank. So if you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in my next video. Now, how does one exactly make a tree farm?